What's up, vinyl community? This is Drop the Needle Records, and this week I'm going to continue my series on records in my collection. And what I thought I would do this week is do a 90s band. One of my favorite 90s bands. I grew up big in the 90s, but I wanted to showcase Red Hot Chili Peppers. Again, Red Hot Chili Peppers, I don't see a whole lot of vinyl videos on them, so I kind of look at what I can put on my channel that's different from some other people, and I thought I would throw on some Red Hot Chili Peppers. But before I get started, if you would, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It really helps the channel out. Again, I love interacting with the vinyl community. And also, I started doing YouTube shorts during the week. It's something fun that I like to do, and the records behind me are the ones that I've showcased this past week. So if you like YouTube shorts, please check out the ones that I've done. They're a lot of fun to do. They're nice and easy. Just kind of keeps me going through the week. But let's get started. So again, I'm doing the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I got into them because when I was a freshman in high school, that kind of ages me a little bit, I know, but I really discovered Red Hot Chili Peppers through MTV. I'm an MTV video generation, and I got obsessed with all of their videos. Of course, the big one was Under the Bridge, but you have Give It Away, but in all of those. So how I'm going to do this is what I've been doing on the last few. I'm going to show you the ones that I have through a ranking. Now, I'm missing a few of the Red Hot Chili Peppers albums. I kind of want to get some of the originals, but I'll kind of go over the ones that I have through my video. So a few of them I don't have is the 84 self-titled, the 85 Freaky Style, Mother's Milk, One Hot Minute with Dave Navarro, I'm With You, and The Getaway. Don't know why I don't have The Getaway, but I just don't obviously have that one. So the other ones I do have, so I'm going to rank them. I do have some of the others on CD, but again, I'm into vinyl. I'm going to show you the vinyls that I have. So fun fact, I kind of want to start with that all the Red Hot Chili Peppers albums I do have are the ones with John Frusciante on them. Don't know how that happens, but I guess the ones that I have only have him on it. And I didn't realize that until I started going through the ones I have, but let's get started with the video. So you have on vocals Anthony Kiedis, you have Flea on bass, you have Chad Smith on drums, and John Frusciante, if I said that right, I hope, on guitar. You had a couple others on guitar too. I don't have those albums, but those are the ones I'm going to showcase on guitar, is the one with John Frusciante. So let's get started with it. The first one that I have is number 6. I have Unlimited Love. This came out in 2022. This is when John Frusciante returns to the band. Rick Rubin, another fun fact, I only have albums with Rick Rubin, which is kind of funny. He produced it. You're going to find out there was a lot of leftover tracks on Unlimited Love, so they put it on the next album as well, which is Return to the Dream Canteen. Singles on this album are Black Summer. It's the best on the album for me. It's my favorite. And These Are the Ways. That was pretty good. It has some of those 90s grunge vibes that I really love really well. But some other standouts on this album are Hereafter, Aquatic Mouth Dance. On that, it has great bass, has that 70s jazz funk vibe. That's what I love about the Chili Peppers, is they have that funky vibe to them. But that's why I like that song. Poster Child, and then some others. It's Only Natural. Has a little bit touch of psychedelic in it, which is kind of cool. She's a Lover. She's a Lover really reminds me of Prince. If you haven't listened to that song in a while, check that song out. If you like Prince, it has that Prince vibe to it. And What You Thinking? Great opening guitar from there. I love that. One-Way Traffic. One-Way Traffic. Don't know if everyone on this channel is familiar, but has some Primus vibes in it. If you know Primus, I got a hint of a Primus vibe on that song. When Anthony has that talking / sing vibe going on with that song, kind of reminds me of that. So this is the Walmart version. Have that. It's blue variant. I also have another variant, which when the album came out, when it was announced, they had an unlimited edition Lakers press, and I was so excited when I got it. But we live in the times of, oh, it's going to sell out. Well, guess what? We have some more. Let's put some more on there. So as soon as it came out again, it went down in value. But even after that, there's like 100 different versions of this, but I left this one sealed because you know, I grew up with the age of Magic and Bird and all that. So when they saw that they had a Lakers version, I wanted to get that. So that's sealed. Next up is number 5. So I have 6 Chili Peppers albums. This is number 5. Number 5 for me is Return of the Dream Canteen. This is their newest album that they have out. This was leftover tracks, like I said earlier, from Unlimited Love. Again, Rick Rubin produced it. Singles on this were Tip of My Tongue. Has a great funky start to it. And the drummer, I love the drums on that. Chad Smith is really awesome. And there's a cool keyboard in there. Some fun facts on this album. Frusciante, I read, was inspired by Brian Eno when he was with Roxy Music. He used some synths in there. There's some synths and electronic break beats, which, don't know if you all know, when Frusciante took a break from the band, he did some electronic music as well. He actually released some albums on that. I didn't realize that until I researched. I'll have to go back and kind of check those albums out as well. Some other standouts on here is Peace and Love. Again, has great bass and some background instrumentals. Eddie, Fake as F. I don't really cuss a ton on the channel, but Fake as F. Love that one. Bella has a real nice funky jam to it. Roulette. I really love the blend of the bass and guitar together. My Cigarette. Anthony Kiedis' vocals on that are a little different than some songs. I really liked it. Loved all the different types of instruments you hear. Some others, Afterlife, In the Snow. As soon as I re-listened to this album and heard In the Snow, there is a sample, I think, on it that it reminds me of Posse on Broadway from Sir Mix-a-Lot. As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's Posse on Broadway. So if you know that early 90s hip-hop, Sir Mix-a-Lot, who did Baby Got Back. Before that, Swass was the album. But this is a Black Friday. I'll kind of show you that version if you haven't seen it. Here's the inner sleeves. It's pink. It's kind of cool. Both of them are pink. It's a 2 LP set. So I was getting, when I got this album, it was during record store day and I had it, picked it up and I saw, I'm like, that looks pretty cool. I'll pick that up. So again, just like Unlimited Love, I think there's like 100 different versions of that album. I think I read that they did a Los Angeles Rams variant as well. I don't know what that looks like. I guess just like the Lakers when they did that version too. So number 4, I have By the Way. This was in 2002. This album peaked at number 2 on the charts. The singles on here is By the Way. Absolutely amazing song. The Zephyr song, it's great. Can't Stop is probably my favorite on the whole album. Universally Speaking has great sounds different than the other songs on the album. Some fun facts on this. Frusciante wrote most of the melodies. He wrote the backing vocals. He wrote the bass lines, the guitar progressions. Again, Rick Rubin produced. They were influenced a little bit, I read, by the Beach Boys, the Beatles, some doo-wop. Also, I read, which kind of blew my mind a little bit, is ELP. That's Emerson, Lake and Palmer. The song Cabron was influenced by that, and also by Martin Barris, who played on Jethro Tull's Aqualung. That was kind of cool because I'm into prog a little bit right now, which I will be doing a few videos later on that. Some standouts on here. This Is My Place. I love the background sounds on the album. Dozed. Great guitars from Frusciante that stands out to me. Don't Forget Me. If you listen to the lyrics, it's obviously about drugs. Midnight has a real trippy vibe to it. Throw Away Your Television. Love the bass by Flea on that. And then Cabron. The acoustic sounds on that is great. Really love the acoustic. So that is number 4, by the way. Just a reissue, nothing special. Then we have number 3, Red Hot Chili Peppers Stadium Arcadium. This came out in 2006, and this is the first. This is their first #1 album. Little thing, after this tour, Frusciante left the band again in 2009. After they toured, I saw them on tour on this one. I think it was on this one. Snoop Dogg actually opened for them. That was an amazing concert. It was awesome. Again, Rick Rubin produced it. They recorded this at Houdini's mansion in California. I'll tell you a little bit about that later on another song. On this album, they went to a more rock guitarist style. I read that Frusciante was inspired by Eddie Van Halen, Tony of Black Sabbath, Jimi Hendrix, Steve Vai, and they were also inspired by the Mars Volta on this. Some of the singles were Danny California, absolutely awesome song, love it. Tell Me Baby, love it. It's one of my Chili Pepper favorites. Snow, Hey-O, fantastic. I love Frusciante on that, but some other standouts. There's a lot of songs on this album, but I love a lot of them. Charlie has that funk vibe that I love to it. Stadium Arcadium, love it. It's kind of has some real cool mellow moments on it. Hump to Bump, it wasn't a single, but it should have been. It's one of my favorites. Flea absolutely shines on this. There's great Chad on percussion's amazing. It sounds real funky. And then they have like some soft drums and, so hear from Chad, the spoons in there. Slow Cheetah, it's a real nice acoustic song. Has, Chad Smith is real soft on the drums and the bass is really good. Torture Me is a really good one. Strip My Mind, love the vibe on that one. Check that one out. Especially in Michigan's a cool one. Warlocks has a real good funky start to it. Hey has a real good guitar solo. Desecration Smile, Frusciante absolutely shines on this. 21st Century, I love the real cool bass lines in the guitar. Ready Made has a 70s rock vibe to it. It's actually one of my favorites on the whole album. Ready Made, check that one out if you haven't listened to it in a while. You'll like that 70s classic rock sound, which is kind of cool. Animal Bar, like it so much, love that one. Storm in Teacup, great song, has a chill out vibe to it. We Believe, Turn It Again is really good. I got a real influence from Jimi Hendrix from Frusciante on that one. So that's Stadium Arcadium. Great album. I know this one always goes in and out of print, so hopefully for most of you this is in print right now. If you don't have it, I suggest getting it. It sounds real good. So that was number 3. Number 2, one of my favorites, we got Californication. So I'll show you this variant. This is, maybe I won't show you that variant. This one I have sealed for some reason. I haven't played it, but that's the Walmart edition. It's the purple and yellow. When they released those, I had to get those, a lot of them, because I wanted the color variants of them. But Californication came out in 1999. It's my number 2. It's one of my favorites. I can listen to this all the time from front to back. It's a banger. But this is obviously produced by Rick Rubens. John Frusciante returned to the band here. He was in rehab, and actually Flea reached out to him and to get him to return and to get him cleaned up and everything. But some hits on here is Other Side, Californication, Scar Tissue. All 3 of those I love tremendously. But some other standouts, we got Around the World. This is awesome, has great bass lines in it. Parallel Universe, love the vocals and just how it sounds. Frusciante sounds great. Chad Smith on drums. So if you don't remember Parallel Universe, check that one out. Get on Top, love Get on Top. It has that funky sound to it, that original, old school, like 90s Blood Sex Sugar Magic sound. Then also Emmett Remus, I really enjoy that one. I Like Dirt, love that one. It's real funky. This Velvet Glove is a great song. Savior, Purple Stain is awesome. Right on Time has a real cool vibe to it. Has a punk sound throughout sometimes. And then Road Tripping, great ending to an album. So by now you probably know my number 1, and my number 1 is what got me into the Chili Peppers, and that's Blood, Sugar, Sex, and Magic from 1991. I was absolutely obsessed with this album. Again, like I said earlier, I was a freshman in high school. I had it on CD. I wore that CD out so much. I love those videos on MTV with Under the Bridge, Give It Away. Some fun facts on this. Rick Rubin, again, produced this album. Again, I only have the Rick Rubin ones, I guess. But some things to know about this. John Frusciante in 1991, this was recorded in 1991, but in 92 he left the band after this. But again, seemed like he was always leaving the band due to rehab and drugs. It was a big problem for him. This album was recorded in Harry Houdini's house, which is kind of cool. I never even knew that. It was another fun fact on this album. It was released the same day as Nirvana's Nevermind. Can you believe that? That's just really cool to me. Again, front to back, this is absolutely amazing. I can put it on and just takes me right back to when I was a freshman. But some singles that were on here, the Under the Bridge, Give It Away, Suck My Kiss is amazing, Breaking the Girl, and If I Have to Ask. So let's go through some of the ones and how I thought of them too. Power of Equality. They come out swinging on that song. It has that funky Flea sound on bass, which is awesome. If I Have to Ask, I get that Parliament funky vibe on that too. Breaking the Girl, I get that 90s grunge vibe on that one. Funky Monks, I really love Flea on that. Frusciante sounds amazing. Suck My Kiss, again, I go back and forth sometimes. That's one of my favorite Chili Pepper songs. I Could Have Lied, it has a real cool acoustic sound. I kind of forgot about that one. Mellowship, Slinky in B major. That's a real good funky jam too. The Righteous and Wicked has good guitar licks, nice deep bass. I love the vocals and background sound and Chad Smith on drums. Give It Away, absolutely amazing. The title track, Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. I love the deep bass on that. Love the guitar. Under the Bridge, I don't need to say anything about that. It's amazing. Naked in the Rain, Chad on drums sounds awesome. Apache Rose Peacock, forgot about that one too. Love the guitar. Drums are really kick-ass on that. Love the horns. They come out of nowhere. The horns do, which is really cool. The Greetings song has a real cool sound. My Lonely Man, great percussion and guitars. Sir Psycho, Sexy. Again, you're going to hear me repeat. Good Parliament vibe on that one too. And They're Red Hot. Check that song out. That's a great ending. So that's my ranking of the Chili Pepper albums. I also have the Walmart version of that on red vinyl too. But that's it. That's my ranking. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of my ranking. Again, I don't have all of them. I'm trying to. I need to get One Hot Minute, by the way. I need to get that too. Or sorry, the Getaway, not by the way, the Getaway. That's my ranking. So if you would, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what other videos you want to see. But again, thanks for checking out all my videos and interacting with me. But until we see each other again, peace.